Hi, this is Spencer Colgan again, and this is frame 2. Now, I really wish you could have seen us put the first sheet on, but I'm going to describe it for you. Now, hanging a ceiling wallpaper is not as easy as hanging a wallpaper on a wall, okay? But same type of logistics. The only thing you gotta do is hold the wallpaper up, so you're gonna need either two guys or you're gonna have to have a system whereby you put push pins into the ceiling, big ones, the size of like a United States quarter, and then you hold the weight up against the wall, the ceiling, with push pins. But that's if you have a sheetrock ceiling. If you have a plaster ceiling, those push pins are not gonna work. Okay, so get yourself a helper, okay? So now here's what we did. We kept most of the paper folded, glue to glue side, as we went along, so that the wallpaper wouldn't dry out as we were going along. My helper was on the scaffold, I was on a ladder outside of the scaffold, and then every time I secured 3 feet of it, he moved back on the scaffold and exposed for me another 36 inches or 3 feet of me to simply put it up against the ceiling. Now watch this. Here's the only other issue. You can do this, it's not hard. Remember the pencil line that we drew? Well, this is 2 things. This is white wallpaper. If you leave that pencil line right on the edge, if you want to be a perfectionist and put the pencil line right on the edge, guess what? You're going to see that pencil line after the installation. You want to hide the pencil line, okay? You know your pencil line is straight. All I want you to do is consistently hide the pencil line 1/8 of an inch. Push your wallpaper over it 1/8 of an inch. It's 2/16. Just push it over it, hide it. You're not going to make a crooked piece of wallpaper. You're going to consistently push it over 2/16 of an inch. And this way, you're going to have your wallpaper nice and without any markations on it from pencil lines and any lines of darkness. From when the seam dries, you'll see a hairline, and I mean a human hairline fracture. If you should have a black pencil line underneath the seam, you're going to see it. Okay, so and this is what I was doing. He would release for me 36 inches, and all I was doing was coming along right behind him and doing this. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. Okay? There are no wrinkles in it. Now, here's another trick. As we're going along, all right, this is called luxury vinyl, by the way. Okay? Now, watch this. The directions say, let it book for 12 minutes. I gotta tell you, if you let this wallpaper book for 12 minutes, you're going to ruin the wallpaper. Whoever wrote the directions didn't try their directions. You don't let this wallpaper book. The backing is very sensitive to saturation. Once the backing, which is pretty much like paper, it's just paper, once it gets saturated with the liquid from the glue, it literally will pull away from the shell. Don't let it book for 12 minutes. You have to buy enough of this wallpaper to take a failure piece, see if it fails. If this wall covering gets too wet, it's going to tear on you, okay? That's all I have to tell you. So I took the water bottle, right? Now let me just show you the trick. Let me just show you something. Now we watered down the glue because with this wallpaper, it's so weak. It's constituted very weakly. And what I mean by that is that it can tear easily. So as you're moving it along, your wallpaper wants to kind of not go straight. So here's what I want you to do in order to make it go down easily. You get that water under there and you make it. Because remember, if it's sticky with the glue and you pull on it, it's going to rip. So you want to make it move. The water makes it slide. Okay? That's all I want you to do. You see, I'm making it kind of slide along the glued wall. Believe me, this is a very important step, okay? If you don't have a water bottle with this wallpaper, this is called luxury vinyl. I don't usually use a water bottle for my other installations. But if, this residential stuff is very expensive and it's also very cheap. Okay? So I just got a wrinkle out, and the only way I did that was to I wet the bottom. And by doing that, I'm not reactivating the glue by doing that. I'm letting it slide to get the wrinkles out. I'm stretching it. And that's really all there is, folks. So I gave you a couple of ideas. You need 2 people. One, basically, he's holding the wallpaper like a big pizza box. He's holding it flapped over like a serpentine. It's all flapped over. And we work in 36-inch pieces. He moves over 3 feet. 3 feet of paper starts to hang. He's on the scaffold. I'm on the ladder outside. I can push him around on this scaffold. And I have 3, he's holding all the wallpaper. He lets 3 feet hang, and I put 3 feet up like this. Then he lets another 3 feet go. You see, you get the idea? But if he's not holding the weight of that wallpaper in his hand, there's no way you're going to be able to do it. Okay? I've hung wallpaper with push pins. You know what happens if I put push pins in this paper? It's going to tear once the weight hangs on the push pin, it's going to rip the wallpaper. Don't do that. Get yourself a helper. Thanks for watching. Click on like, subscribe to my channel. This is Spencer Colgan, his Wallpaper. See you on the next one.